Hello. In this video, I will be talking about Patanjali's Yoga Sutra 8, and we are talking about 5 different vrittis or modification of the mind Patanjali mentioned in Sutra 6. And in my previous video, I talked about vritti or modification of the mind, which is correct knowledge. And this correct knowledge can result from direct perception, inference, and verbal testimony coming from scriptures or great spiritual masters. And in Sutra 8, Patanjali mentioned second vritti or modification of the mind, which is viparya or error. And he talked about this vritti in a little bit more detail. So it goes as follows. Viparyo mithya jnanam atat rupa pratistam. So viparya is incorrect knowledge, mithya is false, jnanam is knowledge, atat is incorrect or not this, rupa is form, pratistam is like you're situated in something or established in something. So this false knowledge comes from, or so here viparya is incorrect knowledge or an error, and this incorrect knowledge comes from the false perception we have of different things. Rupa is forms, so different forms or different things. So we are established in those forms, which gives us false perception of things, which leads to incorrect knowledge. So here, what does it mean? So it means that these modification of the minds or this vritti, which is false knowledge, results from seeing things as they are not. So for example, like in my previous video also I mentioned this, that if you see an object from a large distance with your eyes, and for example that object is a tree, and if you think and the tree, if that looks like a human, and if you come to this conclusion that that's a human, then it's an incorrect knowledge, which is coming from incorrect apprehension of things. We are not seeing that object clearly with our eyes. And so any of our senses can fool us and give us incorrect knowledge. And our own mind can also give us incorrect knowledge. So many times we assume things when they are something else. So you might have experienced this in your life. You have assumed so many things, that this will be like that or that will be like that, but reality is completely different when you actually do that thing or whatever you planned. For example, you planned to go somewhere and you had all these ideas in your head, but when you actually did it, it's completely something else. Like it's completely different than what you thought. And so your perception of things, which if it is not right, then it can give you incorrect knowledge. And in some of my videos I mentioned about observing our thoughts, emotions, and sensations. And when we get identified with them, then also we can get incorrect knowledge, because we do not see how things are working out. So if we get identified with, let's say, with emotion anger, then we will color the entire incident or situation with that emotion anger. So have you ever noticed that when you are angry, then whatever comes next, or if you are in another situation, you will also display your anger at different thing. So for example, if you are angry that someone came late in your office, then you will also feel anger at at the fact that your lunch was not perfect. You missed, let's say, you missed sweet, or you missed salad, or you missed something which you wanted, and you feel angry there also. And here you may be eating the you may have you might have eaten the same thing yesterday and you did not feel angry, but today, because of anger unrelated to your eating, you may feel anger at your food. So there, the truth, the fact did not change, but because of your emotion, you are seeing things in a different way. So similarly, there are different different type of psychic elements within you which make you see things in a different way. So here, this modification of the mind, which has to do with seeing things in an incorrect way. And Patanjali will talk about other vrittis in other three vrittis in next sutras. He already talked about it, and I will be discussing those in my next videos. Thank you for listening.